What is up, Dustin, man? Good morning. How's it going?
Good morning, man. I'm out here in Orlando at the Olympia. Got a little workout in this morning. Things are going well. How about you?
Going good, going good. Can't complain. Looked like, had a good, fun Halloween, man. I saw the picture you posted with the family. How was that?
It was fun, man. My daughter is at an age where she loves getting dressed up and running around the neighborhood with her friends and stuff like that. So it was fun being a dad. Holidays are fun when you're a dad, man.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
are a dad, you know what I'm talking about.
I'm not, but I can imagine, man. You always sharing the good stuff there. So it looked like a good time for sure. And yeah, you mentioned the Mr. Olympia, like, cool thing, obviously, always staying busy as you are. But like, first time, how exciting is this for you to still attend something like this? Tell me about it.
It's cool, man. I'm excited about this. I'm excited tonight for the competition. Hanging out with the Celsius team, meeting some fans. I enjoy this type of stuff.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. Is there like a specific, thing that you're looking forward to, expectations, predictions, and whatnot like that? Just kind of what is the most exciting thing, I guess, in terms of the specific competitions for you?
I haven't walked into the expo yet. I'm gonna be there in like an hour or so. I'm not sure what to expect. Years ago, I've been to the Arnold Classic in Ohio, and if it's anything like that, it's just gonna be crazy busy. I'm gonna meet a lot of people, uh, learn about a lot of new products that are out there. There's a lot of companies here. If it's anything similar to that, like the
Mm.
expo style.
Right, right. Does that ever get like overwhelming at all for you? I'm sure you're pretty used to it at this point, but all the love and like people and just all the craziness going on, like you said there.
Sometimes it does, but it's pretty. I've been doing it so long now that I kind of know what to expect and understand the crowds and how things kind of work. So we'll see.
Mentioned, the Celsius team there and all the good drinks and all that good stuff, partnership and whatnot. And what we got, breaking news, at least I saw in your story the other day, but Celsius Essentials is coming out. And I mean, I just want to hear from you, man. Like, what's the difference? What is up with this? I'm a big fan of the regular drinks myself, but what's the difference here with this new one coming out?
It's got yeah. So the new one is exactly what I need for something like this morning or something like a strength and conditioning workout. It has a little bit more caffeine, amino acids, and it can really be a pre-workout. I was using the normal Celsius, the everyday line. I was using before jujitsu or before a light boxing or mid workout, things like that, just for a little kick, a little boost. But this new Celsius, I'm going to use as an actual pre-workout before strength and conditioning and things like that.
Okay, all right. So that's interesting because I was, yeah, curious kind of how you like integrated it into things with, in between training and maybe benefits you got just from the regular line, like you said right there. So this is going to kind of give you more options and flexibility then, right? Having more options at your disposal, right?
For sure, more energy, bigger can. Like this is it. It's a great product for them to launch because it's needed.
Of course, man. Of course, can't go wrong. Yeah, I've really gotten kind of addicted myself in the last couple of months. I've really noticed the differences that it just helps if I need a little boost or whatnot. So I'm excited to try, this new one here. And how many flavors do you know? Is there a specific kind of? There's always already so many flavors with the current ones.
Right. I'm not sure how many flavors they're launching right off the bat, but I believe I've seen three. I've seen three maybe, but there might be four.
Hmm.
I know for sure they have orange sickle, and I've seen dragon fruit. Um, so I think three or four they're going to start with.
All right, very exciting, man. That's awesome. Looking forward to it. But as for some fighting stuff too, Dustin, always looking forward to seeing you potentially back and just in the cage in general, man. But obviously, we've had a good bit of time now since your last fight, and unfortunately, it didn't go how you wanted it to. But kind of at this stage now, having had this extra time removed from it, like biggest takeaways at this point from the last fight with Justin Gaethje. How are we feeling about things in that regard?
I still feeling the same way I felt the night of and the next day. What I do is high risk, high rewards, and anything can happen on any night. And but I knew that going into this fight. That's the reason I accepted this fight, and because I knew that he's a dangerous opponent, and I knew anything could happen, and that got me up in the morning. And that's what fighting is.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And, obviously things moving on with the division, too. We just saw kind of a change up there, obviously, with Islam Volkanovski, too, rather than the Oliveira rematch. But I'm sure you were watching that one. Just kind of what did you make of that fight? Obviously, it was a lot different than the first one, a lot of different circumstances, all that, too. But I guess just thoughts on, yeah, the recent title fight.
I mean, incredible performance by Islam, and incredible self belief and commitment from Alexander Volkanovski to take it on short notice and go out there and put it on the line in front of the world. And exactly what I just said a while ago, talking about the Gaethje fight. We know that anything can happen at any time when we sign our names on those contracts against dangerous opponents, and the world's going to be watching. So you just have to try your best to take it in stride, even though sometimes it seems like it hurts and you feel down and everything's against you. But if you can be a student, pick things out, prepare for the future better, that's what not only fighting but life's about.
Yeah, well, it's interesting, man, because like I think you and I have spoken to it about a bit before in the past. I think at the Hall of Fame in 2021 to be specific, but it was kind of around the time where I think you were mentioning like you don't necessarily have to keep fighting, and there's kind of always these mental battles and whatnot. And I'm not sure if you saw Volkanovski's comments afterward about how he was saying that there were some struggles just before, and like how he kind of needs fighting in this way, at least in terms of his mental state. I'm not sure if you saw those, but like can you relate in any way like that? Just what did you make of that aspect? It was kind of obviously caught a lot of people off guard for Volkanovski of all people to say that stuff.
Right. I think every fighter who's all in has some sort of that going on. I've been vocal in public about it, talking to Ariel Helwani and stuff before, that if I'm not at war with a fight, if I'm not at war with something, I'm at war with myself. And that's the truth. And hearing him say it reassures me that, it's not just me.
Mm-hmm.
That's the competitive nature. That's our mindset. A lot of people. And we need to be battling something. And like I said, if it's not an opponent or a date or a business move, it's myself. And for me in particular, but idle hands are a devil's playground, and we got to stay busy, and we got to stay moving forward and working forward towards something. And that downtime after fights where you don't know what's next, and
Right.
it gives your brain time to just wonder and overthink. And that's not good. Think long, think wrong, man. That's why I just try my best to stay busy.
Of course, man. And I mean, with that in mind, like, when are you kind of wanting to return? You have any ideas in mind now? Of course, it's kind of with everything considered there, like, we don't really know. I'm curious how you feel about like Gaethje or Oliveira getting the title shot next, but I feel like options might not be too open for you at lightweight at the moment. I mean, Connor coming back, there's fourth fight potential there, but of course, Chandler's still kind of linked to him. Like, when are you kind of wanting to return? What are we feeling right now in terms of possibilities? Like, I mean, just you tell me, man.
I don't really have a whole lot of plans. I'm just kind of sitting back, training, trying to remain a student. And when the phone rings with the right name, I'll know it's the one, and we'll take it from there. So I'm not like trying to overplan or have this comeback story or anything like that. I'm just trying to get better. And when they call with the right one that excites me, that's dangerous, and that wakes me up and really makes me want to give this 100%. Not that I don't give it 100%.
Right.
I'm just saying something that really, really motivates me. We'll see.
Do you think welterweight could be an option at all?
If I didn't wake up weighing 172 pounds, maybe. But these guys are 190 something, 200
Right.
pounds. I literally weigh 172 pounds with my shoes on this morning. I'm really light right now. I've been eating clean ever since around that Volkanovski switch up. When I got the call from the UFC to fill in, and since then I've just kind of been. I'm just gonna keep my weight low just in case things happen.
All right, yeah, fair enough, man. That's definitely a good reason to never know what could pop up. So that's as proof of that as we've seen in a long time. But in terms of other things that have gone on recently, Dustin, I know you've always been for like having a clean sport and all that. Obviously, USADA getting out of the mix here now at the end of the year with all I mentioned Connor and that kind of stuff. But I guess just thoughts on the development there kind of caught a lot of people off guard as well. Just what do you make of all this and how you feel about it?
It is what it is, man. I'm an athlete. I don't make the decisions on behalf of the company. I just hope whatever new testing program and regimen they're going to use catches the guys who are actually cheating. Not the tainted stuff, none of that stuff. The people who are deliberately cheating,
Right.
using anabolic steroids or using some kind of performance enhancing drugs. I hope whatever new program they go to catches these guys.
Yeah, of course. It's all we can ask for, right? So will be interesting to see how it plays out for sure. But all right, Dustin, man, just two more questions I got for you. But in terms of another thing that happened recently, one of your old best rivals, I guess you could say. I mean, Korean Zombie, he called it a career recently, and a great performance against Max, another past opponent of yours. But since you guys just had such that great fight back in the day, I wanted to get your thoughts on just seeing Korean Zombie retire, his career, all that stuff, anything that stood out to you, just, from seeing that. And, I know you guys had a brief conversation, right? But just what would you think?
It sucks to see someone like that leave the sport, but if he knew it was time, then he made the right decision. Nothing but respect to him and his career, everything he's done. I think as a fan, it sucks to see him had to step away at the time in his career when he did for the military service.
Yeah.
That took 2 years of prime Zombie that the fans and the sport was taken away from us.
Yeah.
But that's life. And I just hope whatever he does here, actually it's crazy you bring his name up because a few days ago, I got a package from him. He sent me a care package with a bunch of
Nice.
Zombie socks and Zombie socks, shirts, some chain, all kind of cool stuff. So man, he's the man. I just hope whatever he does, him and his family are good, and he continues to be successful because I have nothing but respect for the guy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely has earned it, and looks like he's doing some good fun stuff on YouTube. So he's already making that move. So it'll be fun to see what he does in life after fighting for sure. But all right, Dustin, man, appreciate the time so much. But before I do let you go, I gotta ask real quick, are we still a peach guy? What peach vibe was the favorite? Celsius? Have you changed up? Again, so many options to go with, man. What are we feeling like is the best at the moment?
Dude, I am hardcore, and I always will be cola.
Okay.
I don't know if people even know that Celsius makes a cola. I don't drink sodas. I don't drink any of that stuff. But I drink Celsius Cola.
I haven't heard of this one.
And
Where
when I
is
run
it?
out, exactly. You don't find it in stores. I got to order it on Amazon.
Okay.
Or Celsius will send it over to me. But when I run out, I have to order it on Amazon. I get it by I don't know, if maybe 18 packs or something.
Right.
It's worth it. Celsius Cola.
All right. Yeah, I got to stock up for sure. All right. Good to know. All right, Dustin, man, I appreciate it as always. It's always great getting to catch up with you, watch you fight, hopefully soon, sooner rather than later. Hope you have a great time at the event today, and just appreciate the time, man. And of course, we'll catch up again in the future. But until then, take care. Best wishes. Hope the family stays all good and all that stuff, man.
Thank you, man. You as well. Be safe out there.